Hello there, and welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to be going over my experience on travelling to the London Pokemon Centre. Now, if you're wondering why there's a bit of a black screen that you're looking at the moment, that's actually the window of the car that I was in when I was going to the London Pokemon Centre. Now, what time was I setting off for it to be this dark, you might be asking? 5:30. 5:30 in the morning. Now I know you're thinking, it's never that dark. No, but it's winter, so it's bound to be much darker. So, of course, after 5:30, at about 6 o'clock in the morning, we got onto a train, which then took us to the London Underground. The London Underground was then where we spent the next 45 minutes trying to find a way to get from Euston Station to... where was it, actually? So I think we had to go to Paddington at one point and cross over from somewhere, yeah. So it was a long trip. I've blanked it out mostly because, oh my god, the London Underground. It's literally like you gave a toddler a felt tip pen, they had a seizure, and they made the London Underground map. It's almost impossible to understand for somebody who has never been on the London Underground before. It was mad, but hallelujah, I had people with me that actually understood the London Underground, so we were okay. So, to start off, let's talk about the queues. The queues were absolutely frickin' mental. I know you might be thinking, what, they can't have been that bad? But that, my naive friend, is where you would be particularly incorrect. The queues were absolutely horrendous. I don't think Nintendo quite anticipated, as well as they should have, the demand for this. I mean, there were people from across Europe who had literally flown over. Now, the particular experience I had that day was we started off lining up outside because we got there about 8:30 in the morning. We lined up outside by 8:30, but before we did, we went upstairs and we were like, oh, the queue's not that bad. And then the bloke was like, no, you need to line up outside. Luckily, we didn't get there super late. 8:30, we were in the lines because they closed the queues at what? I think it was about 9 o'clock. It was about 9 o'clock in the morning when they closed the queues. Now, bear in mind that the Pokemon Center doesn't open until 10 a.m. So they must have reached full capacity by 9, which I think is crazy. And by the time I got in, after 7 hours of queuing, there wasn't a lot left, I'm going to be honest. You're seeing footage now, and if you look closer, you can see on the shelves that there's not an incredible amount of stuff left. The reason I'm putting the camera down is because obviously I don't want to film people that don't want to be filmed. You'll see certain segments of people in queues, and I just want to say I'm sorry if somebody sees this who was in that queue. You can always ask me to take it out of the video and I'll re-upload it. Super sorry. But I thought it was important to show the queues. So, 7 hours. We queued for 7 goddamn hours before we got in. Now, the queues I was expecting were probably about 4 to 5 hours because of how busy it was. 7. Now, I'm filming this the day after. Like, I'm voicing over it. And my legs really hurt right now. Don't get me wrong, it was worth it. It really was. It was a really good experience, and the shop was incredible. I didn't actually get to go upstairs because by the time I got in there, my legs, generally my feet, I was in so much pain that I couldn't, and we had to go home. That was a big oof for me because I did genuinely want to play the game, but I was just so goddamn tired, and that's why I decided I wanted to go upstairs and look at some of the photo shoot options. Because I didn't go upstairs because I was so damn tired I had to go home. Now, other than the 7-hour queues, I did meet some lovely people. I couldn't tell you their names, and I'm sure I wouldn't anyway because that's their own privacy and that's all their business. But there was 3 guys who were absolutely lovely. They were really nice, And one guy who had been the week before. Now, usually I would say, oh, if you've been once, you shouldn't be allowed to go back, which I get to some degree because the store's only got so much stock, but it was one guy who got an extra 6 items, and I just want to say, like, he queued for 7 hours. I think if you're willing to queue another 7 hours, because he went the first week it opened, and he got there, and he was queuing from about 10 a.m. till 10:15 at night. So he queued for about 11 hours. So altogether, he's queued for about 17 hours. So I would say he deserves the merchandise. 17 hours queuing, that's some real dedication. Props to him. And he knew exactly where everything was, and he gave us like time estimations on how long we might be left queuing. Until the next bit, or just until we got into the shop, which was really helpful. He knew where everything was. He was lovely. And then there was the 2 other guys who were just there, and this other girl. Now, they had not brought any food, I felt really bad for them, but they dipped out occasionally in the queue. Not all of them, but one of them would dip out, go and get a coffee and a sandwich or something, and come back, which I thought was a good idea, which is why I didn't go on my own in case I needed to go to the toilet or somebody with me did, or, just needed to go and get some food. Luckily, we brought snacks, but that's besides the point. So, once we got into the shop, I would say it was a wonderful experience. It really was, because it did have a fair amount of merchandise left, to say that the store had been open for 7 hours and had probably, I would say, over 500 people in it already. I would say a good 600, 700 people had been in there, because they let people in, I think it was influxes of 20 and 30 people. The employees were lovely, and they really did mean well. There's nothing they can do about the stock issues, and there was updates on Twitter the second anything went out of stock, and they would also, if you didn't have Twitter, they would, even if you did, they didn't know, so they would come out to every single bit of the queue, even the bits outside. They would come in and they would announce, like, oh yeah, London Pikachu plushes and badges have gone, we're super sorry, or like the big Snorlaxes have gone. And I think that was really nice, because they can't do anything about the stock, it's not their fault, but at least they were kind enough to let everybody know in case that was the only thing they came for and they wanted to go home. I did see people like go home once those things had been announced, and it's better for them to go home now than wait another 3 hours or so and get in and realise they don't have what they want. So we waited 7 hours, and we did eventually get in. So I'm gonna talk you through what I got. Well, actually no, I'm not, because I have a segment after this that you're gonna see where I go through everything of it. So I got a few plushes, a jumper which I'm actually wearing now, which is a Sobble jumper, which granted is definitely oversized. It's an adult small, so I still can't wear it because I'm miniature. No, I'm sure I'll be able to wear it probably at some point. It's not that much bigger, but yeah. They had some actually genuinely cool merchandise left, and I'm surprised they had like the backpacks and even some hoodies left. Like, I'm surprised they had hoodies left. Well, there wasn't a hoodie, it was more a jacket, but I'm surprised they had any left, because Jesus Christ, it was mad in there. Like, don't get me wrong, it wasn't like pushing. Like, if you do want to go and you're worried about getting pushed and stuff, don't worry, nobody's going to push you. Not when I went anyway. As long as you don't go the first week, I would say you are completely fine, because I know I'm saying this now, you can't go the first week by the time this is uploaded, but I would say after the first week you're completely fine, which means now you're fine to go, because nobody was pushing. It was more just the sort of chill people that wanted to go. And don't get me wrong, I'm glad I didn't go the first week, because I think we would have been queuing about 11, 12 hours, We might not have even gotten in, that's the issue. And in some ways I'm glad that they shut the shop early at 6, because that also means that they shut the queue early, but what happens is, if there is still people in the queue after 6 p.m, they do still let them in, and the store is open until everybody's been served, but they don't let anybody else join the queue, which I think is a good idea to set expectations. And it means that the employees won't be there, like they would shut the queue when they had enough capacity for 12 hours. Now, the poor employees, Jesus Christ, the reason they shut it early is, I would say, because of the employees' welfare and such, because, I mean, do you really expect them to work for longer than 12 hours? Because what was happening was they would think they had enough capacity for just 12 hours, and it would turn out they had more, so the store had to stay open and open and open and open, which was really taking a toll on the employees. So they were supposed to finish work at like 10 p.m. and they would finish at like 11 or 12, which is absolutely mad. I would say overall the store experience was really good, and the employees were really nice and helpful, and they genuinely seemed to care for what they were doing. However, my main problem is the fact that I had to queue for 7 hours and my legs still really hurt. So did my feet, and I can't walk properly today, so fun times. No, but overall, I would say it was a great experience, because we met some really, really nice people. They were really cool, and it made the experience a lot better. And, I'm glad we talked to some random people, because they were really sweet, and it just made the experience a lot better. If it was just me and the 2 people that I went with, I think it would have been a bit more hellish, and we'd have all gotten tired, and about 3 hours in, I was like, I want to go home. But, thanks to those people, we stayed, we were good, we got in, we got some good shit. And we're out now, and I must say I would never do it again, because it was absolutely mad, and I'm not queuing up for another 7 hours. I'm never doing anything like that again. No thank you. But it was a good experience once you got in there, and I think it's really cool. I'm glad I went, and I'm glad I didn't know it was going to be 7 hours, because if I knew, I probably wouldn't have gone. But we got in the end, got some good stuff. We dipped out, and afterwards we did end up actually just nipping to Vans, because I had some Night Before Christmas merchandise, and I got to go in the dark t-shirts. That was good. Overall, I'd say my trip to London was pretty good, but I would say I don't want to go back, purely because, oh my god, the London Underground, who the fuck can understand that? I'm sorry for my language, but Jesus Christ, who the hell decided? Let's make the London Underground the most complicated thing, despite the fact it's essential to get anywhere in London without going in an expensive-ass taxi. Or walking. Like, we needed to get from Euston to, I believe it was Paddington. I don't think it was, no. It was, God, I can't even remember now, I'm sorry. I think I've blanked all this out, but yeah, it was Euston to Paddington, then we got off and then switched about somewhere. I think it was, yeah, so something like that. And the London Underground was horrendous. We were useless, never getting it, but it was better that we were useless together than useless on our own. So I would say overall the day was good, and I'm gonna let future me talk. Well, actually no, it would be past me now, so I'm gonna let past me tell you all about the things that I purchased and show you them. So I hope you enjoy that. Hello everybody, and welcome. I hope you did enjoy the first part of the video, which was more of a vlog style travel sort of thing. So what I'm going to be doing now is, yes, in the end I did actually get into the Pokemon Center, but it required 7 hours lining up, as I'm sure you heard before. So I did get in, and this is what I got. There was in multiple bags, but because I had my mum and some other guy with me, a friend of mine, and so we were able to get more than 6 items, obviously. It was my mum and my stepdad, actually, so to start off, I got this wonderful backpack, which, if you don't know, has got, just gonna open it up for you guys, sorry. So it's got Sobble, Grookey and Scorbunny on it, like that, yeah, and it's got the little tag. I think it's really cool to me. Then one other thing I got is something that I can't fit into yet, but I will in a few years, and I will still wear it around the house, is a Sobble hoodie. It's a adult small, because I couldn't find the fucking youth sizes, so here we are. No, I'm sorry about swearing, but, you know. Then I decided, you know, I have to get something to show that it's been just a London Pokemon Center trip, that I didn't just get it off eBay and stuff. So, basically to just show that I stuck through it through, like, God, 7 hours, so, you know, give me some credit. So there's Pokemon Center London on the side, and you've got a little Pokemon London Pikachu with a bowler hat. I think it's really cool. Now, one of the little thing I got was, starter pack, sticker set, because I think, oh my god, I love the pattern on the bag, I don't know why. So I'll open it up, actually, and because it's easy to open up, so I'm gonna slide them out and show you guys what stickers are in them. Because you can't clearly see it, but I know it's just the starters, but I think guys might like to see. So what you get is an individual sticker of Sobble, Grookey, and of course Scorbunny. One other thing you get is one of the trio together, which I think is quite nice. So, you know, depending on who you like, you can have an individual sticker, you know, if maybe you despise one of the starters, you can just put that one on that. And then another thing I got that, first I was like, I don't want it, but I decided, you know, I need some more London merch to show that it's, you know, I've actually been to London, and so I got got the journal set, which I believe comes with 3 journals. You can see on the back, I don't want to unwrap it right now, but you get like a Pikachu pattern, you get just a London Pikachu, and then you get like the one off the poster, which I'll show you later, and yeah, so you get like, that's the first one. I think it's really cool. Sorry about the cut there, almost showed my face whilst I was leaning into going at the poster. I did get a poster, obviously, because it was like a Pokemon Center London limited edition thing. That is upside down, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's not the best of posters, but I do think it's very cool. And I mostly went for commemorative purposes as well as getting some really cool merchandise. So, and then this was when I was still on my London thing, like, I need London shit to prove that I've been to a London Pokemon Center during the 3 weeks. So I got some sleeves for my Pokemon cards, and I need sleeves for my Pokemon cards anyway, so works out quite well. And now we go on to the plushies. By the way, my legs are killing me. Like, I know this is probably just me thing, but standing up 7 hours is like, oof. Now I got this Leafeon plushie because it looks a bit derpy, but I love it because I too, inside, I'm very derpy. You know, and I look stupid. I am stupid. I relate on the spiritual level to this Leafeon, so my new best friend right now. So he can just chill over here. I know you can't see him, but he's just chilling beside the camera. Yep, no, he's fallen down. It's okay. He's like me. Then I got, can I just say, Wartortle is my favourite Pokemon, and whilst I don't think this plush quite does him justice, I think it's still an adorable plushie. It's Pokemon Sitting Cuties. Oh yeah, because they sit down, don't they? Look at that! Look at that! Look at how adorable that is. Sorry if you hear my stomach rumble, I haven't actually eaten yet, so I need to go do that after this video. Yeah, I'm sorry. And then I got one more of the little plushies. Sitting Cuties. I got a Golduck. Look at that. Look at how cute he is. He says hello to you guys. I think it's adorable. Then I got 3 of the big plushes. Yes, this is expensive, but this is literally my Christmas present from my mum. Like, my mum and my stepdad and my grandparents have all paid for this, and it's just sort of like, this is what you're getting for Christmas, you're getting nothing else. And I'm good with that, even though I did have to stand in line for 7 hours, which is not very festive. I'm okay with it. So I got a Skull Bunny plush, which I think is really cool. Sorry about my stomach rumbling, genuinely, like, I need to eat, so I'm sorry. Yeah, so we got a little Skull Bunny plush, who I think is very cool. And then I got a couple other things. I got Grookey. I think it's very cool. I didn't get a Sobble, which was sad, because I really like Sobble. I think it's really cool, but they were all sold out by the time I got there. So they had a lot of Skull Bunny and Grookey ones. So the last thing I got was a Ludicolo. Now you can't tell me that this boy, this chunky boy, is not your spirit animal. Let's say from Detective Pikachu, I love Ludicolo. Like, I saw that they had these plushes when they were released, and I was just like, I need this. I really need this. This is beautiful. Like, it's me and my bro, me and my bros. Ludicolo, Leafeon, yes. Slaying. My room looks like an absolute mess. But to summarise, I got a Ludicolo plush, a Grookey plush, a Skull Bunny plush, Leafeon, Golduck, and Wartortle sitting Pokemon plush. I got some sleeves for my cards, I got a mini journal, I got some stickers, and I got a Monster hat, I got a poster which I showed you earlier, I got a Sobble jumper, and of course a starter backpack. That is just a quick summary, but I really do love these products, and I know that you're like, oh, you just second up to Nintendo. No, I genuinely I do. I didn't buy anything that I didn't like, because there were some other plushes actually, but like they had some like Alakazam ones. I think it was Alakazam. No, I think it might have been Kadabra. I'm not sure, but it was one of the Abra lines, and I just didn't think it was that cool. So yeah, some of the stuff I didn't pick up, but generally I would say I had a wonderful time there. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you have an incredible day, and if you didn't get to go, I'm super sorry, because, well, I guess in some ways I'm sorry, in some ways I'm not. In some ways I'm not. You didn't have to stand in a queue for 7 hours, and you got to see the experience anyway, because I uploaded it. And you got to see what I bought, so that's pretty cool. In some ways I am sorry, because it was a really good experience at the end of the day. I didn't appreciate the 7 hours of waiting, which was absolutely horrible. It was a really, really good time. I really, really enjoyed it, and I think it was great. Once you got into the shop, it was amazing. I didn't actually go to upstairs to try the demo, because at the end of it I was so tired I didn't even care. Like, I pre-ordered a Pokemon sword, so that means I'll be getting a boy Surfetched. But yeah, so I've already pre-ordered it, and I'm ready to play it. I just genuinely couldn't bring myself to go upstairs because I was really tired. So I want to thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys in the next video. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to subscribe, turn the notification bell on if you do want to get notifications when I do upload, which is always Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 p.m. around then. Might be a bit of delays depending on how my internet decides to be that day. Leave a like and comment down below with your thoughts on the whole Pokemon London thing. You know, do you think Nintendo could have handled it better? Would you have gone? Did you go? Did you enjoy it? That sort of thing. Let me know in the comments. I'd really appreciate that. And I'll see you guys next video. Peace out.